For more than 30 years, Cindy Pierce's parents ran an inn in Etna, New Hampshire. That provided her with a lot of comic material, which she has now forged into a one-woman show. It's called Keeping It In, I-N-N. Cindy Pierce is a comic storyteller, and she's with us here on 207 to talk about a couple of performances of the show that are going to be coming up in Kittery. Thanks for being here. It's nice to have you.
Thank you so much for having me, Ron.
So your family grew up in this inn, big ramshackle inn. You describe it as, not only did you get the comic fodder from the guests, but you had a big family yourself, right?
Right. Well, yes, I'm the youngest of 7, and the 3 younger kids really grew up there. And my parents made a move from Connecticut to become innkeepers, and now my husband and I run the inn.
You have taken over the inn yourself. So what is it about running an inn that makes people laugh? Because it does.
It is a human study, and I think my parents tried to kind of protect me from that at first, and then they finally said, welcome to humanity, and I started taking notes, a lot of notes.
Not only welcome to humanity, but sort of welcome to the circus, right?
It was a circus. Between the family of 7, they raised teenagers in the 60s, and then they ran this inn. It had to be funny because so many incidents would occur.
So for this show, you portray your mom. Mm-hmm. Why did you make that decision?
You know, my mother was an amazing woman. She lived to 93 years old, and I feel like so many women of her time are not remembered, and she had an incredible life. So I wanted to honor that, so I play her during the 6 decades I knew her, right up until she died, and cover everything from dementia and the relationship and running the inn and all of it. And so it's so people can know, the grandkids can know, and people can know the life of an older woman.
It's obviously a story that you know intimately, but sometimes it can be hard to write those kinds of stories. How hard was it for you to shape this into a play that works on stage?
It took me years, and a few years, and it was very emotional. And I also got some help from a playwright who helped me for a year shape it, and then worked with a director who also helped me shape it. And so kind of got the way to let the story unfold, but it was also a beautiful experience. It was therapeutic, and even doing the show, I feel like I learned more about my mother.
What was sort of your background? I know that you didn't just come into this out of nowhere, but what had you done that made you feel at home on a stage trying to make people laugh?
Long before I was a theater major, I'm from a family of storytellers. A lot of very funny people, super engaging siblings, and kind of the arena in the living room was a storytelling kind of place. And so I grew up, both parents were very dramatic and energetic and had great stories. And of course, all the fodder kept us fueled. So that's where it started. And then I've done a one-woman show for years. I've done multiple solo shows. So I've always been comfortable in public speaking. And
in one of the other hats you wear, which is entirely unrelated, is you are a social sexuality educator.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I talk about the online influences that kids are struggling with and young people are struggling with. So I speak to college students and now people in their 20s. I speak to middle school students, high school students, and parents. And that's really the big one, is talking to parents about diving into those hard conversations about what their kids are exposed to, where they don't see it on their phones, like the parents don't see what they're up to.
Clearly, with your background, you're a woman who's ready for anything, and this serves you well because when you were doing a performance in Portland, you had someone in the audience pretty early on who did what?
Oh, opening up snacks for minutes on end, crinkling snacks. I struggle a little bit with ADHD, so I'm so distracted. Luckily, knew my lines could keep them going, but I was so distracted by the crinkling snacks.
The crinkling bag opening up as someone is having snacks at the beginning of your show.
Yeah, I don't know what that was
thoughtful
about.
Of them. All right, so you got 2 shows coming up in Kittery,
yes.
May 9th, May 10th, Star Theater.
Yes, Thursday and Friday, May 9th, May 10th, yes.
Again, the name of the show, Keeping It In, I-N-N, Cindy Pierce. Thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you so much. It's
really
great to be
appreciate
here.
it.
Appreciate it.
And if you'd like more information on this solo show or on Cindy, you know where to go, the 207 section of our News Center Maine website or app. And stay with us. We'll return right after this.